Welcome to my channel, Aqua Goddess. If you are new here, definitely subscribe. Oh my goodness, girl, did you look? I didn't look. I didn't look at all. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hold on. Let me just do a couple things here. Welcome. Okay, look. Hold on, because we gotta do so many maintenance moments. Okay, let's just get it together off camera real quick and then come on back. Okay. Listen, thank you so much for tuning in to my channel. Hold on, one more second. Let me just flip y'all around real quick because, girl, what's really actually occurring here right now? Okay, much better, much better. First off, welcome to my channel, Aqua Goddess. If you are new here, definitely subscribe, hit the bell so you can get notifications each and every time I upload a new video. Listen, I was just watching this show called Fringe. It's one of my kind of all-time favorites. And I'm, of course, watching it over again because it has been discontinued a long time ago. And I just came up with this thought. And I feel like I needed to share this with you guys because I think you need to know this. There's been this long time, argument between men and women. And, men are like, oh, we don't need women. What do women actually do? Blah, blah, blah. And it's like, really? Y'all really trying to have this argument? But okay. I just want to share something with you guys that I just recalled as I was watching this show. And hopefully by me imparting this upon you, it will give you something, some semblance of, I don't know, hope or glimmer of faith or love or I don't know, something. But, let me just go for it. Women, hold on, first off, a woman can really bring into a man's life a sense of compassion, a sense of love, a sense of heart. And when a woman comes into a man's life and this man cares about this woman or loves this woman in some way, she will encourage him to be a better man. Okay? She will encourage him to be compassionate, to think about the community, to think about how his actions are impacting the world around him. That is just a fact. And so while all of these podcasters and these people, they're like, oh, we got to control the women and the women are just, they're not the prize. Let me tell you something. This world is a better place because of that woman. And a lot of men, these new men, I won't say all men, but I would just say some of these new men, these little young men, or these young boys, they don't know that. They don't understand that. Because the concept of love and compassion has been stolen from them. And that's just the reality, right? Because everybody want to be savages. Everybody want to be gangsters and thugs and shit like that. But when a specific woman comes in your life and she has your heart, kind of, she encourages you to do things differently. And sometimes, men look at that like that's a negative thing, but it's really not a negative thing. It's a very positive thing. Because that's how we bring balance in. The yin and the yang, they balance each other out. They balance themselves out. So how does a woman actually bring value? She encourages that man to be more compassionate. She encourages that man to be more, to think more about the world, about others, about his family, about his unit, about her than himself. And that doesn't mean that he puts her over him. That just means that he cares enough about that woman and her opinion and her ideas of him that he's willing to do things that he maybe not normally do in order to satisfy her needs and fulfill her as well. So while there are so many men out there that are complaining and crying, oh, women don't bring no value, this and that and the third, I'm going out here and working this and that, la, 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 la. Let me tell you something. When you got a woman that's got you, that's by your side, she loves you and you love her, and you guys are she's bringing compassion to your life, it changes how you see the world and view the world. One of the things that I see, hey Bumba Clap, one of the things that I see with men a lot is that they're very volatile. And they want to just go straight to war. And it's like, you ain't tried to hold on, you didn't take no steps before you got to war. You know, you just went from zero to war. Like, that's just crazy. But that's what a woman does in your life. That's what a woman really brings to your life. So I want to encourage you all, and this is not to fuck y'all up about what's going on, but we got to be real. We in the age of Aquarius right now. Toot. And yes, I will be going to do a makeover. Trust me, in the next couple of weeks, y'all gonna see me looking completely different. It's gonna be a whole makeover happening over here, okay? Trust me. So just get used to me looking crazy and ragged, okay? That's fine. But look, so when it comes to, first off, us going and stepping into the age of Aquarius, we got to be real about it, about what we are, what we feeling, how we are, where we are, okay? So when you love a woman, when a man loves a woman, he wants to make her happy. Let's just be honest. Let's keep it fucking real. When a man loves a woman, he wants her to be satisfied, okay? Just the same time. And it goes vice versa. When a woman loves a man, she wants him to be happy. She wants to satisfy him. She wants to do whatever it makes him happy. And that's it. That's it, and that's all. Me making this statement, it's a fact. The only thing it challenges is if you are not in a situation where you love that woman or you love that man. Period. That's it. The only circumstance in which what I'm saying becomes a challenge and causes you to feel triggered is if you are in a situation in which you do not love that woman, or that woman does not love you, or vice versa. Together, y'all just don't love each other. Okay? Because when a man loves a woman and a woman loves a man, they're going to do what it takes to be happy together and to make each other happy. And so this whole argument is almost stupid. Okay, and I don't know, y'all talking about what argument? Okay, there's been for the last, few years, there's been arguments between men and women going back and forth about the bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, women don't do nothing. There's no value with women, and men don't bring no value. Y'all fighting a mute point. Okay, seriously, just fighting a mute point. The reality is, the men that are talking all this shit, they have probably fallen in love with some woman that didn't fall in love with them, and vice versa. The women talking certain shit, they fell in love with a man that didn't fall in love with them. That's just it, and that's all. And we ain't got to argue. We're not about to argue, matter of fact. Okay? Now, let's go back to the point. When a man loves a woman, he is going to do what it takes to make her happy. And that is when you see the value of a woman. That is when you see. So now, as a man, if you are a man listening to this video, you have to question yourself. Have I been willing to make change for this person to be happy? Have I been willing to change what I normally would do, which is not give a fuck about these hoes and these bitches, right? Like, you don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about these hoes and these bitches. That's what these niggas be saying, right? But when you get to the point where you're like, wait a minute. Your friends start saying that we don't give a fuck about these hoes and these bitches, and you start looking at them like, I don't know about that. That's maybe y'all maybe y'all on the wrong side of the thing. Maybe y'all been following the wrong side of things, right? When you really start questioning those things, and when you really start looking at how you've been behaving, and when you really start questioning whether or not the way that you've been taught or thinking or the direction you've been going in is the right path, that's when you know. That's when you know. Has she caused you to start changing? Huh? Are you trying to find yourself doing things just so she likes you enough, or likes you more, or so you feel like you're worthy for her? And this is for men specifically right now in this moment. But ladies, I'm going to get to y'all, because let's get to it. Have you been questioning yourself? Oof. Am I even good enough for her? Have you been changing the way that you do things normally? Maybe with this specific woman, you are kinder. It's the little shit. I ain't talking about the big shit right now. I'm talking about the little shit. The little shit. To this woman, I'm kinder. To this woman, I think about what she says. To this woman, I question myself to determine whether or not I'm fucking up. Am I fucking up? Is it me? Hey, Bomba Clot. And I know you're still alive. You're going to be alive. What are you talking about? I'm still alive. Of course you're alive. You're going to be alive. Everything's going to be good. Hey, Narisha, how you doing, babe? I'm doing wonderful. Thank you so much for asking. I'm very, very wonderful. Actually, I was over here just folding some laundry just a little bit ago. Girl, you don't know how often I don't do that. Okay. Not gonna lie to you, okay? Listen, hey, look. I don't fold laundry that often. I ain't gonna sit here and fucking lie to you. If that was a part of my contract, I breached it long ago. Okay, I'm just saying. Okay, I don't really do that too much. Cause if I'm being real with you, when I was younger, I hung all of my clothes up. So I didn't fold shit. I held all my clothes. That's why I got a bunch of hangers. You know what I mean? All my clothes go in a hanger and they go get the hanging up, you know? So when it comes to this whole, situation, I'm like, damn, I gotta fold clothes. I don't like fold clothes. I want my shit to go in a hanger. Side note, let's go back to the original conversation, okay? So, we were talking about when a man loves a woman. Okay? It's not always, and it can be, but it's not always going to be these flamboyant shows of, it can be, though. That's not to say it's not. It's just saying that it's the little stuff. When you start questioning how you think, because she done said something that made you think a different way, like, hold on, let me question that. Let me think. Let me think. When you start making changes to satisfy what you think will satisfy that woman. And I know that for a lot of you, that might be, especially in this day and age, in this timeline, that might be a hard thing to think about sometimes, like, because you're encouraged not to do so. Something my dad says all the time. He says, when you nurture the woman, you nurture the community. Okay. What does that mean? I'll tell you what it means. The mother, the woman, is the first teacher of the child, always. Because she's the first energy that child ever knows. From inception to birth, she is that child's world. She teaches that child while it's in the belly, when it comes out. She nurtures that child through their time where they need to learn how to walk and crawl and do all these things. So the mother is the first teacher of the child. So don't ever accept the thought or the belief or the concept that the teacher in kindergarten is the first teacher of the child. Not ever. Not ever. The first teacher of the child is the mother. But what is that mother teaching that child? That's what's important. Now, if you have a mother that is teaching this child how to read, how to write, how to, stand up straight, how to walk, how to be polite, how to feel, how to be empathetic towards other people, then you are teaching compassion. She's teaching compassion. That's it, and that's all. Compassion is such an important skill, subset of knowledge base to have. And that's what the woman brings to the man. When a man loves a woman, she takes him out of his completely self-centered state, and she forces him to think more about everything else. And that's not to say that a man doesn't think about everything else. But when a man loves a woman and she's unhappy with certain things, you begin to change and make efforts and make adjustments towards your normal behaviors. And that's not a bad thing. That's actually a good thing, because that means that now you are able to evolve, because now something has opened you up so much so that it's caused you to think about more than just you, right? If you think about it, say you got kids, right? If you got kids, but all you think about is you, them kids sometimes go hungry because you ain't fed their ass, okay? Because all you thought about was yourself. But a woman who is compassionate and caring, she doesn't do that. Now, the importance of understanding this information is that as the man, naturally, when you are the man and a woman loves you, right? Let's say you love a woman and she loves you. Naturally, she will begin to follow you. Naturally. If she's not following you, either you are potentially not leading her correctly or she just not the right one, right? But naturally, a woman that loves you and that you love, she's going to start following you. That means that whatever you do, you are the example for her. And she is the example for the children. And she is the example for the community. Because the children will go out into the community. And she will go out into the community. And that example that you've left is what she has to go and present your family with in the community. Okay? So while there's a lot of men out here talking about women hold no value and this and that, and man is the prize and this and that and the third, let me tell you something. A woman could get into many rooms. A man can get into many rooms too, but a woman can prime that community, can prime that. A woman has a different flow than a man has. And this is the importance of the union. So I just wanted to share that little quick bit with y'all because, you know, this whole argument about, oh, men love, you know, high value men don't want, like, fuck up. Like, honestly, y'all sound stupid. Each and every fucking one of y'all. Because in reality, we both need each other. And we don't need each other. Well, we do. We do, actually. We do. We do. We do need each other. And so this whole fight about whether or not men are valuable or women are valuable or high value and all this bullshit just for y'all all to be fucking prostitutes and tricks is crazy. It's fucking crazy. Okay? Because that's what I'll be seeing, prostitutes and tricks. Okay? All right? Look. Look. It is extremely important to understand the value of the woman because the woman is the hub and the center of the community. The mother is the first teacher of the child. Don't let these schools tell you that the kindergarten teacher is the first teacher of the child. That's not true. The first teacher of the child is the mother. And the sooner you know that, the better off you'll be because everything that child picks up and knows is from you. So you could be upset, you can be mad that your daughter got a bad fucking attitude. Well, listen, look at yourself in the fucking mirror. I'll tell you now. I've had a couple of conversations with my goddamn self in the mirror like, bitch, what's going on? Okay, because my daughter definitely came out today with a fucked up ass attitude. And I'm like, excuse me, right? So, you know, we have to remember that we are examples. We are the model. But who models for the woman? Obviously, before she gets married or before she has a person that she loves, it's her parents and then her extended family, but then it's her husband. When a woman loves a man, she goes into that man's home and they go together. He then becomes the model. So whatever example he's leaving, that's the model she's going to follow. Even if it takes forever. And for me, it took a long time for me to follow the model, okay? I'm talking 18 plus years. It took me a long time to follow the model because it wasn't my natural understanding. It wasn't the direction I wanted to go in for myself. So you have to remember that while the man of the home or the connection, he will ultimately be the leader of the family. If she does not feel safe in that environment or safe in that direction, she will struggle with that and she will fight against it. I fought against it. I fought against the direction of, you know, that I was going down to some degree, not fully, because there was a lot of, first off, let me just say, Gino has a very, like, 85% of Gino is 100% great. It's the 15% that showed the most, and it showed also the most it was the most problematic. They say that negative energy has 40% more power than positive energy, right? And I can believe that. Maybe it's because we give it that energy, right? I don't know if it's because we just give it that energy or whatever, or if it really just has more power. It doesn't matter. So it's important that every time you have an opportunity to choose positive or negative, that you choose the positive, because that negative is going to be 40% more, 40% more effective than the positive energy, right? And so that's why it's important to always choose good as you can, as much good as you can, as much good things as you can. That's why it's always important to build up those good ducats, because those negative ducats they're going to stack up, and they stack up quicker, a little bit quicker. It's like compound interest. You know what I mean? So anyway, I said that because I want you guys to understand that while, you know, having a good woman in your life is always the goal, even a good woman understands where she's going. And if you are not the proper leader as a man to lead a good woman down that way, she's going to fight it to some degree. Now, let's go back to the original conversation. The original conversation is this. A woman, her value shows in that man. Because, okay, let's just talk about it. So first off, when I was 14, I became a Muslim. And in the Muslim community, it taught me a lot about the energy of submission. It taught me a lot about the energy of like being like following your husband and like taking the guidance of your husband, etc., right? So the husband does all this leading and stuff like that, but in reality, what I learned from behind the scenes is that the woman is a very quiet, silent leader. Sometimes more outright. It just depends on the dynamic of the relationship, right? But in reality, every time you are, whoever you spend your time with, that person in some way or another is going to have an impact or influence on you. Okay? And so it doesn't matter whether it's good or bad. So that's why it's important to just kind of pay attention to the people that you choose to have in your life. But for even these men that are out here all loud and proud talking about women have no value, I think they even know that what they're saying is fucking bullshit. Because if women had no value, you would have no reason to want a woman or to desire a woman or to be with a woman or to endeavor to be with a woman. And every day, what you see is men try to endeavor to be with a woman. Now, what we know from the surface side of it, from the, you know, the matrix side of it, we know that it's it's because they want to have sex. But in reality, that's not the truth. In reality, we got to look at it deeper. We got to look at it deeper that men, although they don't say it out loud, of course they want love and compassion. And of course they want someone that is going to support them and that is going to speak life into them. They can't say there's no way that men can ever say that that is not the truth without a shadow of a doubt. There's no way men could ever say that, because it's absolutely the truth. We see it now because they're so, to some degree, they're getting upset that women are deciding, nope, I don't want to be with you because you're just too selfish. I don't want to do that. You don't know how to treat people right. You just do what you want to do, and you just ravish through women. You didn't ravish through 20 women in the last 2 years, and I just can't do it. Right? The only reason why women come to that point, though, is because of the lack of care that men have had for women. That's what we're looking at right now. And so what they thought, okay, because we got to think about it. From a masculine standpoint, what do they do when they naturally what a man does when he feels threatened or he feels bothered by something is he gets upset. And this is something that take me till today. I just learned this today, right now. Right? To put it in the right words, I just learned this right now today, okay? Naturally, a man's natural response, and this is something that like I said, I'm just getting and learning this right now in this moment. Naturally, a man's natural response is to get rowdy, and it makes so much sense now. It makes fucking sense now. Fucking defensive about every fucking thing. Like, what the fuck is you defensive about, nigga? We just having a simple fucking conversation. What's your problem? You know? The fuck is you defensive about? Ain't shit to be defensive about. I'm trying to, you know, make us better. What the fuck is you on? Right? So if a man's natural response is to get defensive or get angry or to go to war, right? It makes sense why they responding the way that they're responding as a collective, because they're upset. They're upset that women are like, nah, I think I'd rather be single. Because they don't understand. They're triggered and they're upset because they don't understand. What they don't understand, though, is that while I understand that you're the man, I'm going to do this, and you're the masculine, and you got all this power and all this strength, you need to understand you can't come at me like that. I'm not, like, I get it, but I'm sweet. I'm sensitive. Okay? I'm sensitive. I am. And here's why you have to understand that. Because maybe in the world, I'm not sensitive. Maybe in the world, you see me and I'm a goddamn lioness. But in this home, I'm your woman. And when I'm your woman, I love you. And when I love you, I'm sensitive. So it doesn't matter how you play it. You wrong, nigga. I am sensitive. When I love you and when I care about you and I want us to be successful, I'm sensitive about you. I'm sensitive about the things that you say to me. So you can't come at me like you come at them girls outside. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. I said all this because I was watching Fringe, by the way. I said this at the beginning. And I was watching Fringe, and, you know, it's so funny because throughout the whole season of Fringe, they throw out the concept of potentially Peter and Olivia getting together. And they really don't get together until alternate Olivia comes into the picture. And now Olivia, when Bolivia comes in, Olivia's like, oh no, right? Like, hold on, wait a minute, what is this other bitch doing, right? And it's her. It's so funny. It's a very beautiful concept because, in all honesty, now I'm sitting here looking at it. I know the story already because I don't watch the season or this show so many times. Hold on. Please. So I watched this show so many times that I know what's gonna happen, right? So Bolivia and Olivia, the same exact person, are two different totally energies, right? They're just totally different energies. Bolivia, she's from the alternate universe, right? But she comes in, she's happy, she's free, she's carefree. Olivia, though, which is the OG, right? She's the original Olivia from the whole season. She's very serious, okay? She's very serious. She's about her business. She's the FBI agent, and she doesn't fuck around. She doesn't fuck around, okay? You're not gonna fuck around and find out with her, okay? That's when Olivia starts getting a little bit upset or a little jealous. Like, hold on. Because at first she wasn't looking at Peter, right? But Peter been all up in her face this whole time. Okay? And she know. And so Bolivia comes in and now she's like, hold on. You falling for the alternate? You didn't know that wasn't me? Because they the same person, basically. Just from different alternate universes, right? So she like, you didn't know that wasn't me? And he like, nah, like, shit, she was comfortable, goddamn, she was happy. He's just a man. He doesn't know, right? The point of what I'm trying to say is this. Men pretend or men act like they don't need that love and that tenderness and that care, but they absolutely do. Trust me. They act like they don't, okay? But they start wars because of it, okay? Trust me on this. Okay, listen, you don't have to go and try to find out. Just trust what I'm saying. Trust my words, okay? And Gino's he's a Leo, so he gets upset when I say stuff like this, but he doesn't even realize I'm not even talking about him. I'm just thinking about life in general. Like fucking if you think about the stories of fucking there's like a show like called 300 or something like that, and these motherfuckers was like, you know, the girl got on the boat with the one guy, you know what I mean? And they was like, oh no, it's going to war. They went to war and shit. Like, no, this is just history. Like, it ain't, you know, he gets upset because he thinks that I'm talking about him specifically, and I'm absolutely not, but fine, whatever. What I'm saying is I'm observing life, and I'm conveying my observation of life to you so that you can understand how you need to proceed and understand that this stuff is fucking fact. It's fact. Hey, Jeff. Hey, Shaylee. Hey, Bomba Clyde. How y'all doing? Nabrisha. So anyway, back to the point. The point that I'm trying to make is this. You know, there are some younger men out there, this generation, who want to pretend like women don't have no value and this and that and the third. But those are men who have not been touched by a woman that they love and a woman that loves them. Or they have been heartbroken. They loved some woman and she ravaged his heart, right? And he can't deal. Now he's on a campaign to destroy all women, right? Like, that's just it. That's what we're seeing. But I want to tell you guys that first of all, not a woman. Let's talk about when a man loves a woman. When a man loves a woman, he begins to change for that woman. You'll see it. I mean, it could be subtle. It could be very subtle. Just him being like, yeah, I'm not about to go out tonight. I'm sorry. I'm kicking it at the house this weekend. Something like that. It could be something else like, yeah, normally I would be hitting the clubs with y'all, the strip clubs with y'all, but you know what? Nah, I don't want to do that. It's simple things. It's little things. His friends are talking like, oh, these bitches and these hoes. Hey, man, why y'all calling them bitches? Simple. 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 I'm talking simple things. Simple. And it could be big shows and little shows and simple things, but it's simple shit. It's the subtle shit that you notice. But the importance of that is this. A woman, first off, she's going to bring compassion to a man that she loves. She's going to cause him to think about more than just himself. Because men, by and large, men think about themselves. And that's it. That's all. What's going to make me satisfied, what's going to make me happy, what's going to do me in right now. That's it. Well, when a man loves a woman, she makes him think about more than just him. She makes him think about her. And then when he thinks about her, he thinks about everything attached to her. So while there's a lot of people out here in these days and times and trying to act like, oh, women don't hold no value, you're a fucking lie. If a woman can cause a war between two men, that's all the value. And it's not just about pussy. It's about the compassion and the love that she brings to you. It's more about that than anything else. Because like I said a few minutes ago, men need and want love too. They absolutely do. It's not just about sex. It's about the compassion. It's about the love. It's about the openness, the ability for them to be open about what they're feeling and what they're thinking, etc. Because you will see them fight tooth and nail when they feel like they can't be. Oh, they're gonna scream out loud every fucking thing that you said that you was never gonna open your mouth about, and now you've opened your mouth about, because now you're seeing the fruits of your fucking labor. You reaping what you sow, huh? And you mad about what you reaping what you sowed, huh? Not you. So all I'm trying to say is this. I think it's such a beautiful thing. First off, when a man loves a woman, it is one of the most beautiful things, because what you will see is a massive transformation. That's what you'll see. So don't be tricked by the red pill community. Okay, we could just call them Republican relationships. We could just call them the Republican relationship guys, okay? The Republican relationship guys, they don't care about shit but their numbers, okay? Don't listen to them. Because when a man loves a woman, he's going to do what it takes to make her happy. Or he's going to fuck around and find out, period. Like, we got choices here. We all got choices in this motherfucking life. You're going to do what it takes, or you're going to fuck around and find out. And neither one is wrong. Like, there's no right or wrong here. It's just about what he may need to learn or what he may need to experience in his life in order for him to still even be better. Like, you know, like you realize that even when a man loves a woman, but he's just too caught up in the matrix to make those changes, she is still going to impact the world through him in some other way. Trust it. Trust it. it's going to show up in other ways. So, first and foremost, I just want to share a little bit of love and light or positive energy tonight. I think I shared enough dark energy with the goddamn political conversations we've been having all week, and trust me, there's so much more. Every day is new stuff. Every day is new stuff. But I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it to myself, and I ain't gonna do it to y'all tonight. I'm not gonna do it. Okay. I just wanted to really come and share that while there's so many people out there sharing negativity about love relationships and men and women relationships and male-female dynamics, there's so much love and there's so much beauty to be had within those dynamics as well. So much. And just like a woman can impact a man can impact a woman in certain ways too. That's why love is important. Love is important for those reasons. It impacts change. It impacts and imparts compassion. When you love someone, you want them to be happy. When you love someone, you want to have harmony with them. And so in order to find the balance and to create the harmony, you do what it takes. So I don't want to hear no more about men not having value and women not having value and this and that and the third. Maybe certain men have still not learned what they needed to learn because they didn't find the woman that they fell in love with, and that's it and that's all. Maybe that's a good reason for y'all to stop having sex with so many women, because you desensitized to the to the feminine energy. That's what happens, you know. But let's not go there. We don't need to go down that pathway. We got enough shit going on in these politics. We don't need no more negative energy up in this bitch. Okay, honey? Okay, you feel me? And is there sorry? I feel like singing Mary J. Blige out this motherfucker, okay? When a woman loves a man, she completely opens to that man. And that offers him a lot of psychic, even just compassion, love, so many different types of energies that a man can get from a woman that's in love. And so the negative part about that is that men who know that and who use that to manipulate women, you are causing these male-female dynamics to be what they are. Just want to say that. Okay? And vice versa for women. When you know that and you continue to use that because you're out here for, for a gain, for a dollar, for some pussy. It's the people that are out here for for the dollars or pussy, not really out here for real connections. Those are the ones that are fucking it up for everybody else. So just know that, okay? All right, so let's see. Hey, Coco, how you doing, babe? Long time no see. So tomorrow at 9 a.m. until 10 p.m., the weather service claiming Glasgow. Oh, no. Snowing, 65 miles per hour, 3 to 4 inches. Oh, my goodness. Now, I'm not sharing my gun. Thanks for asking, though. I think I shared it before, but I won't be sharing it in the future. Yeah. I was looking at this, they had a fucking, I think it was like an AR. It was pretty. It was $500. It was like $500. It was like $4.99, right? It was so pretty. I was like, oh my God, I love that. It's perfect for this hair. Like, it fits my hair. All I gotta do is get the right outfit, some boots, and boom, we got the perfect AR. You know what I mean? To be considered like, you know what I mean? Like the assassin, you know? Like, I was like, oh my God, that's perfect for me. So I don't know how long ago that deal was or if it's still in effect, but I will find out. Anyway, guys, I don't want to keep up too much of y'all's time tonight. I just wanted to share this little moment because I was watching Fringe, and it's just like this guy. So first off, let me tell you what's happening in this scene. Basically, in this scene, Peter is going to like, he's going to like Arabia or whatever, and he's like well traveled and all that, but he was like a scoundrel. So he was going and fucking everybody over, right? So now they don't want to fuck with you. I don't want to fuck with you. So now he has to go into these spaces where people don't want to fuck with him in order to make some shit happen. Even though he knows that they don't want to fuck with him. So, but he goes. And as he's in front of this woman that he cares about or that he likes a little bit, you know what I mean? He likes her. He's got a crush on her, right? He's got to impress her, you know? So now he's trying to impress her, and he's got to like show that he cares now. And the people are like, oh, you care now? Now you a caring motherfucker? Like, now you got a heart and shit? when you owed me the money in the past, you ain't had no fucking heart, nigga. Now you got a heart, right? Like, and so he's like, yes, I really care now, right? Like, and so it just really caused me to see the value that men don't see of a woman. In that moment, he needed to make sure that he was gonna get the job done in front of her. He could not fail in front of her. And so while men like to pretend that women don't have no value, but you know, there might be that one woman that you gotta prove something in front of her, you know? Like, just saying. So, and that's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. This society, this culture teaches that it's a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. It's a beautiful thing. It's a really beautiful thing. Because when you nurture her, she nurtures your children. And when she nurtures your children, she nurtures that community. And you nurture that community by extension of her and by extension of those children. Okay? I'm going to leave it there, guys. Listen, I've got some amazing kids. All my kids, my bonus kids, my own kids are just all amazing. Absolutely amazing kids. So I got to give them a little bit more street knowledge now. So I'm going to leave them to their daddy, you know. I'm going to leave you to your daddy now. You know what I mean? They need a little bit more street knowledge. But still, I think that it's important for you all to know that. I'm glad to go because I wasn't intending on coming live, and I know I'm looking crazy. Okay, but look, I just had to share that little thought with you guys because it's important. You know, we talk about all the negative stuff. We have to talk about the things that are beautiful and the things that are inspirational, and that too. All right, so no questions. Let me see. No questions or no thoughts or comments. You don't have any what? Let's share guns. I don't have any, so I'll pay back after. Well, if you don't got nothing, how the fuck you gonna share guns? You just want to see what I got. That's what this is. That's what this is. Nope. I'm not sharing my guns anymore because I think I'm gonna start stocking up on. I need to get a situation going on here. But anyway, thank you guys again for tuning in tonight. Hopefully you got something from this video, okay? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I do hope that you guys got something from this video. I'll probably go live tomorrow. It's Tuesday today, yeah. So I'll probably go live tomorrow. But yeah, don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, hit the bell so you can get notifications every time I upload a video. Smash the like button and think about it. Think about it. Think about being more compassionate. Think about being more loving. Think about being more present and more aware of the people that you're connecting with, and don't connect just out of flesh. Think deeper. All right, bye.